Hi, it's now late winter. We're at the end of February and we're starting to see things start to look a little spring-like now. When you look at the lawn here at this field, you can see that it's still pretty dormant. Things are still brown, the snow has just melted, but in the next 2 to 3 weeks you'll start seeing it green up. If you look closely, you can see there's some more green underneath. You have some of the bluegrass varieties, whereas some of the coarser grasses, the tall fescues, they have less cold tolerance and they're a little browner. But in the next couple of weeks things will green up, and this is really the time of the year you should start thinking about what you're going to be doing to your lawn in the spring. Things like crabgrass control, spot seeding, weed control. This is what should be on your mind right now. Now this is the type of lawn that we get a lot of calls in the spring that people want us to try to improve. If you look at the property, it's got a lot of big trees, it's an older neighborhood, there's trees across the street that are blocking sunlight. Now at this time of the year when there's no leaves on the trees, you get a decent amount of sunlight in here. As you get into May when the leaves unfurl, you get less sunlight. But we can do a program on a lawn like this, modify the amount of fertilizer, reduce it, do a little bit of weed control, and we can get decent results out here. It's certainly not going to be perfect, but we can improve lawns like this. As long as you get 2 or 3 hours of direct sunlight, we can help the lawn. Now, I talked earlier about when you have leaves on a lawn over the winter, that it can really do a lot of damage. So in late February, when you go outside on the weekend and start trying to rake your leaves, this is what you can see underneath. So if you look at it, it's nothing but dirt. So what happens is, especially in the shadier areas where it doesn't get much sunlight, the leaves stay frozen and they smother the grass. So that's what happens. So, and then you have a bare lawn. So it's very important in the fall to get these leaves off as much as possible. So if this is what happens, what you have to do, as I said earlier, I don't like doing seeding in the spring, but you would have to seed in the spring. So what I would probably do is wait until late March, early April, when the soil temperatures warm up and they get some shade seed, loosen the soil up, just rake it out, loosen it up, and sprinkle the seed, and maybe put a little bit of straw down to protect it so the seed doesn't dry out as fast, or when when it rains a lot, it doesn't wash out. So there's a good reason to cover it up with some straw. But I would do that. If you do it too early, like late February, early March, you have risk of it washing out with heavy rain. And so you want to get it down a week or two before it would start germinating anyway. So that late March, early April is perfect time to do it in Maryland.